Oh, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. Give me a second. We're trying to go live on Instagram. We are officially live on Instagram. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Niner Faithful. Yeah, I know ain't nobody doing fucking legendary today. Uh, we're here to help you try to get through this. I don't know how much game breakdown we'll go through. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I just barely listened to the press conference from the games. I haven't watched the highlights. I really haven't done really much. It's been a rough 48 hours for your boy. Um, but Jason and I are gonna do what we gotta do for the second to last time this season. Um, we're gonna go ahead and do that. But before we get started today, I want to tell y'all about our new sponsor, Power Brand Systems. So we haven't exactly worked through the read yet, but ultimately, we want to tell y'all if you're a small business or any type of size business and you're struggling to get customers, go ahead, use the affiliate link in the description. Please let Christian and Marco help you out. They're doing amazing things for NFR. We're already starting to see the results from the things they've been able to do for us. Let them help you out your business and also help out Niner Faithful Radio as well. Link is in the description. We promise, Christian, Marco, we'll get y'all a better ad read. Um, as always, help out Niner Faithful Radio by going to our shop49ers.com affiliate link. Link is in the description of the podcast or video. Go to cgiant.com. Use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio to save on all your theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, Twitter at Niner Faithful R. Jason, TikToks at NFR, Niner Faithful Radio. Jason gives me the thumbs up. TikTok also, Niner Faithful Radio. To see everywhere you can subscribe, go ahead and go to ninerfaithfulradio.com/subscribe. Man, this is the first time I've seen the game day show ad, and we got no more game shows, and we're not doing any more promo codes. So without further ado, what's up, Farmer? Good to see you, baby. Farmer, we got to get you on the show this year. Got to get some, definitely you and some people from Radio AFS on to Lofa Faithful. Of course, Niners Ultimate Report. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get the show cracking.
Rice has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana, touchdown, John Taylor.
You know what, Jason? I ain't even gonna ask you how you doing, bro. Like,
Look, man,
you know,
if I get one more text or person calling me like out of the blue that I ain't talked to in a minute, be like, hey, man, you all right? Like, look, I'm not okay.
yeah,
But at the same time, can y'all stop to act like we've been talking about before? It's like people are treating me like someone died, like someone I know died. I mean, it's just, and it's funny because I don't mind it from like some of the guys I talk to like on a regular basis. You know, it's all fun and games. They're like, hey, man, you doing good? Anything like that. But the people who I ain't talked to in 6 months to a year that just randomly text me or randomly calling me is like, you know what? Fuck you. I ain't trying to do that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, Eric. You know what? What's
What up,
cracking,
Eric?
bro?
What's up, man? How's it, BC?
I mean, look,
We are CarCast in the house.
yeah, I want to get this very clear. I posted. I want to read y'all what I posted on Facebook yesterday, and yeah, this is I think very oh wait, this is NFR. My bad. Well, I
Look,
did post it
you,
on NFR. Yeah,
You're good, Eric, man. We know you don't come out here to talk shit like that, man. You're good.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you
no,
do,
no,
it's
you're good,
deserved.
Sam. You know, I mean, I gotta take it on the chin. Act like if I didn't, you know, after the yeah, I can't watch that, bro. Okay, here we go. 24-hour rule is in effect. Yeah, I'm fucking heartbroken. I thought we had it. Yeah, I called into work today, meaning yesterday. I needed 24 hours to get over this one, and I'm still not over it. But I promise you, I will never turn my back on my team. I'm not one of them. And you will never see somebody bang this shit harder than me next season. I promise I will spend every second of the next year grinding to not just make Niner Faithful Radio is bigger, better, and better, but also do everything in my power to bring home 6. To all the faithful who supported us, we love y'all, and we will see y'all tomorrow 4 p.m. here on 4:30 p.m. here on the West Coast. Faith, love, and happiness. Go Niners. I mean, that's generally how I feel. You know, yeah, I'm heartbroken. It's okay to say that, bruh. It's okay to say, no, it wasn't a great season. You know, we'll break down the 2023 season as a whole next week. We'll go over our season predictions, you know, things like that. But no, this wasn't a great season. You know, I remember seeing a chapter sister of mine, Shelby, had posted, I guess, before the game or whatever, a ladybug landed in their doorway. And I saw that post on Facebook. And I got sad, bro. And I looked at my hand. I was like, my nigga, there's supposed to be a ladybug right here. You know what I'm saying? And,
we should be getting those tattooed by right now.
Yeah. About this time tomorrow, we should be getting those tatted on us. You know, and all those things. So it's okay to hurt. It's okay to be sad. Ultimately, I cried today. The reason I cried today because, man, BA looked like, bro, like, why are you even interviewing this nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, clearly he doesn't want to do this, you know, and we'll get to the BA drama. We have plenty of time to talk about that fucking situation. You know, I saw it in Brock. I saw it in Trent Williams. Now, Trent Williams was more professional, but you could tell it was very one word.
He just wanted to get out.
Do this.
He's like, hey, give me the fuck alone. Let me,
you know, yeah, but I'm a professional, and hey, if I want that big paycheck, if I want the 2-3 lockers I got, then I have to accept that I'm the one of the one. You know, I cry every day. It's healthy. I mean, that's what they say, right?
I don't know if I cry every day.
You shared what I kind of felt.
What's up, my brother?
You know, just because I'm mad doesn't mean I stop caring. And I've shared that meme with the Sharks. I've shared it with the Niners before. And I would love to piggyback off of what you said and say that, if anything, that proves that you care more. You think I cried on and off Sunday night, but for about good 15, 20 minutes in my girl's arms on Sunday night. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And that, right? You think I wanted to fucking cry in front of my woman? And to the woman that's supposed to look at me as her protector, as her man, as if somebody breaks in this house, I'm the nigga that's supposed to get shit cracking, right? That's my job as her husband, her future husband. That's my job. You think I want to spend 15, 20 minutes crying over a football game in the arms of that woman? No.
Yeah.
Do you think I looked at my girl? You know how many times I told her, babe, I wish I didn't care. I wish I didn't feel like this. I wish I could be like some of the people at work who's just like, hey, we tried our best and we fought hard and we're proud. No, nigga, we fucking lost. This fucking close. I saw a little kid who lives right at this house I'm looking at right now. Looks about 8, 9, 10 years old, wearing a Niner hoodie Monday morning. And I was him. I was his age when we won our last Super Bowl. Now look at me. Gray in my beard, losing my fucking hair.
That's stress.
$10,000 of credit card debt. You know, I mean, this is us. I mean, bro, like I think it shows how much I love this football team, y'all. And I know I'm not the only one. You know, I hurt for y'all. I hope hurt for Laura. I hurt for Corey. I do. You know, it was a very win it for them.
Brian, this is the only live, laugh, love I want in my house.
Real spit, bro. I mean, I
think I always
today.
have some sort of Niners gear on. It's either a hat.
I mean, bro, I always
shirt,
say
there's always
my
something
nigga, I'm
on
butt
me.
naked in the shower and I got something Niners on my nigga. Okay. You know, and I always have my lanyard at work. Okay, like don't get this wrong, bro.
I got a lot of
I'm
stares
heartbroken for you.
Because Monday morning, I
For
put on the faithful shirt, put on the hat, and I was people looking at me like, you know, your team lost last night, and the fuck's your point?
Yeah,
I thought I was gonna get in a fight 7-Eleven on that shit.
You know, honestly, Jason, I will admit where you live, where you live, I understand it was probably going to be a little bit.
I was a little rough.
You know,
how's it, Mr. McNiner?
Second to last time. Let's go ahead and do this.
Why would it be the second to last time? Is David going somewhere?
No, I meant this season. I didn't add this.
Okay. I was like, wait.
I didn't add this to season part. My socks. Hey, bang, bang. What did Mooney say to Sauce Gardner? I'm sorry.
How's Miss Veronica thing? Let's find out. I haven't seen anything, but I've also been busy.
Yeah, no, I haven't really been paying attention. Besides, I seen the cryptic shit the BA sent, and you know. Anyway, look, we're all heartbroken. I was looking forward to Miss Veronica giving you a hug at the parade. You know, seeing Mama Debbie. You know, seeing everybody. You know, we were. I mean, it's so weird because we Sauce Gardner gave us thoughts. Oh yeah, I told y'all the Niners might be better. I saw that he said that.
Boy, you ass ain't never sniffed the playoffs. You watching from the couch. Worry about them sorry ass Jets. Everybody.
Oh yeah, that's what Ward said. Okay. I actually did see that. You know, good. I'm glad Mooney Ward said that. You know why I'm glad?
Well, you were gonna get one.
Hey, you would have got one with mouth and a beer shoved in the other hand, my nigga. Oh, I told my girl, me and Jason might not come back tonight. You know, that night, babe.
Granted, it wasn't happening.
You know,
we might have been sleeping in the streets for the night.
Yeah, we might have slept in the streets. You know what, Jason? You don't smoke weed, but fuck it if you weren't gonna smoke a blunt that day, motherfucker. You know, like whatever.
I just think being at the parade, I don't think I would have had a choice. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
I'm here. I'm getting
you're gonna inhale, nigga. Like this is San Francisco, bro. So you know, we could break this down for y'all. Big shout out to Chase Young. A lot of this game, at least let's be real, mostly the first half, I was thinking, is Chase Young going to win the Bam Bam MVP of the week?
He was balling.
I was
he
like,
came out like he took everything personal, which he should have.
Bro. Which, yeah, look, whatever happened the NFC Championship game, I will say one thing about Chase Young. He responded in the way that you would hope he would respond.
Yes, he did.
Right. I think we could all agree to that. It was either going to be him or Charvarius or Diamador Lenore. I thought, hey, Kim. You know, Kim was Kim thought we had this game in the bag. When we were up 10-0 at halftime, I thought to myself, I said, I pray to God. Because the defense played phenomenal. How could the defense play any better, Jason? I don't know. How do you play any better? I do not put this on the defense. I mean, sure, you could say, hey, get off the field that last drive in overtime. Get off the field on what was the long. I believe there was a 3rd and 12. I believe on that last drive. So get off the field. But let's be real, they're gassed. We're running with backups to the backups. I mean, the defense gave the type of
even Randy Gregory was having a good game.
Yeah, the defense gave the type of performance that I believe that's a championship level effort. I do. You know, I put this on the offense. Now, you and I in the green room, we disagreed a little bit. I'm not mad at Kyle Shanahan, the head coach. I thought for the most part, he made the right decision as head coach. Sure, we could question some things now, but at least I understood the thought process. I thought that I understood the thought process of going it for 4th down. I thought we should have tied the game versus taking the lead. You know, and I make this 1st down. This might be one of the biggest Super Bowl blunders, you know, in Super Bowl history, you know, coaching blunders. And I was kind of iffy about taking the ball first in overtime, but I understood the process of, hey, we wanted to be the 3rd ones with the ball. You know, either, hey, if they're going to match us touchdown for touchdown, field goal for field goal, we want the ball in our hands with the chance of saying, hey, score any points, we win the Super Bowl. I understand that thought process. Maybe not necessarily how the game was going. I thought the team with the ball last was going to win. You know, looking back, it kind of felt like that. Just let's be real, both defenses were gassed. I'm not going to blame this game on the officials, but I will say this. And y'all saw the thumbnail for the thing, and I shared a video to the group today. To have the tackle with literally the most penalties in the NFL get 0.
Not just a tackle, the line.
The 0.
Yep.
And you call holding.
And they were getting gashed all night long.
You call holding on the in football. Like that's my whole thing. I don't feel that the refs cost us this game. Honestly, I thought we got of the officiating breaks, I probably got most of them. As far as where the ball was spotted, was this a fumble? Was this incomplete? You know, I thought, I mean, yeah, that's on the players. Because as far as I know, Kyle said that he sent all the position coaches to go over the rules. And Brock himself even said he went up to Greasy and said, hey, to be clear, these are the rules, you know? So whatever happened to the heat of the I don't put that on the coaching staff. I don't put that on. That's up to individual players, especially when the referee literally tells you the rules at the coin toss.
Wait. No, that is on the coaches. That falls underneath their job to know what to do in those situations.
Kyle sent them. Kyle sent he said it today. He sent the position coaches to their individual playing the rules in halftime. So fine, you put that on the position coaches to say, hey, as a position coach, I failed to make it clear to my position group that. But I mean, what's Kyle going to do? Hold a team meeting on the Super Bowl on the sideline with Al Laddit wasn't there? You know?
Yes. Why couldn't he? Seriously, why could he not? Hey, let's get our shit together. This is how it works. How hard would it have been, Kyle, to do that? Do they not talk on the sideline and everything else? Why couldn't they have huddled up for a few minutes and done that then? So, yes, that still falls on Kyle. Yes, the position coaches could have failed everything up to there. The final thing still comes down to Kyle not being the coach. Sorry, he can't get out of that one.
Does he need to hire an OC?
Yes and no. One, you're not going to hire an OC. That's not going to happen.
Because I believe to take away play calling from Kyle Shanahan is to take away one of his best attributes.
But what he needs, and I've said this to many people, he needs someone there to call his shit. He needs someone who can keep him in check. I know everybody's, whether or not we want to go into the whole get rid of Willis or Wilkes thing or not. I don't think someone like a Bill Belichick. Brian's thinking the same thing. Bill Belichick.
Vrabel.
Here's one. Vrabel was here's one.
Shuts down Mahomes.
Yep.
Look at the
That
stats.
would be a good one.
Look at the stats when the Titans have played the Chiefs.
Here's one for you. Why not call Pete Carroll?
I'm
Defensive
so down.
coach.
I'm so down.
And then what's his name? Even one of the guys
Norton Jr.
Yeah. He needs someone in the building, not necessarily an assistant coach, offensive coordinator, like that. But he needs like an special assistant advisor, whatever the hell that role is called.
Yeah. Assistant head coach.
No, because we already have an assistant head coach.
Anthony Lynn.
So unless he gets promoted to a higher position, I thought Wilkes was going to be that person because we had talked about it. One of the reasons why I liked Wilkes was because he was obviously older than Kyle, had the respect around the league. Maybe he could give some of that to Kyle. Wilkes is not that person. Wilkes seems to be a lot more. What's the word? Subservient is not the quite word I'm looking for.
It's very clear. It's very clear that he's Kyle's boss.
Yeah,
it's very.
And he doesn't overstep
that
boundary
because I'm your boss. You know. Let's be
so
real. Belichick wants to be in the booth. Belichick's not coming to the sideline like Wilkes. If Belichick says I'm in the booth because I'm Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
Like Vrabel or Vic Fangio or whoever we get, he's not coming. He's not leaving the booth. If he says I want to be on the sideline, he's not going into the booth.
Yeah. So it needs to be someone of that stature. Like you can't bring out, like you couldn't bring back Saleh to play that kind of a role. So anything like that, it has to be. I think it has to be someone older, someone he respects. I was watching
on the wall.
Yes. I was watching 49ers Dion the other day, and originally one of my original people that I thought about was like his dad, but then he brought up a good point about that, at some point you're like, Dad, shut the fuck up. I'm a grown man. I do what I want. So I've kind of backed off his dad, but I still think that might be a possibility. But again, it's got to be someone who has a ring or two. And I think that's the one thing he just goes, hey, Kyle, excuse me. You remember this guy on your team named CMC? He touched the ball in like 15, 20 minutes. He was only the offensive player of the year. Give him the goddamn ball.
I don't. So I think we're in agreement of this. This is on the offense. You have to.
The defense has got plenty to go on, though. Defense is not my
yes. I'm not saying they're scot-free. But the reason we lost the Super Bowl, Jason, is not the defense. Sure, you could point to plays. You know what I'm saying? I will say this. And this
Look who showed up after I was just giving him some flowers on this show.
Okay, so this is my thing. I will say this, and I want to make sure I'm going to get this these stats correct. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the actual picture. Okay.
But so you can blame both. There's plenty of blame to go around on both the offensive end side. Because with Wilkes, I don't know why we're going to that soft coverage. I don't think he is a strong enough personality, but I also don't think it's necessarily Wilkes' fault. Wilkes coaches the defense differently than how we've built it. Wilkes coaches his defense and builds it back end first or back end to the front. Our defense is built front and backwards. So it's almost like a water and oil kind of thing. Like the way he would naturally call the game, if he built the defense he wants, is not the way to run the defense that we have built right now. We would take a total overhaul of the defense, I think.
Can we say this, Jason? I'm not going to say Steve Wilkes doesn't know what he's talking about. Obviously led the league in interceptions this year. I felt the secondary. You and I said the secondary was a concern, and I think it was honestly It was a strength. I feel it, this year for the most part. Can we just say, like you said, oil and water? It just wasn't a good match.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to.
It just wasn't a good match. Because Kyle essentially said, they asked him, do you believe all your coaches? It wasn't he'll be back. I trust Steve. Steve did a great job. Let's be real. If they can find something better, he's gone. I just want to say this. Once Dre Greenlaw went down, Oren Burks filled in for him. Here's how he did in coverage. 9 targets.
I already know what it is.
9 catches allowed, 1 touchdown, 134.7 passer rating with target, 32.1 PFF grade.
That's when Travis Swift came alive.
Yeah. I will say this. I'm not blaming Oren Burks. Okay, this is not on him. This is not even on Dre Greenlaw. I mean, what do you tell the man not to do? Don't bounce around on the sideline. That's literally what he was doing. He was bouncing on the sideline, took a step to start running on the field, and then immediately collapsed. I have never seen so many injuries in a Super Bowl in my life.
And tell me that that practice field wasn't an issue when the Chiefs have anybody get hurt, and they played on some really nice.
Oh, they had somebody get hurt, their finger get hurt when their defense was getting gashed and tired.
Yeah. So I think I'm not going to say it's an excuse, but it's a little iffy when you're playing on this really soft one. And I do agree with Dion on that one. Ray was an idiot for not just falling on it. He should have just fell on it and not try to pick it up, make a play.
We'll be real. Everybody says that that's when we lost the game. I don't believe that's when we lost the game, but that's when they had life.
Yeah. I can tell you exactly when we lost the game.
Well, when we lose the game, Jason.
Right when we started celebrating that Brown touchdown in the end zone. Because guess what happened in 2019? When we started
God damn it! I said the same fucking thing. I screamed at my TV. Yep. Don't you dare do that shit.
Yep. I think I screamed the exact same thing in my house.
I didn't do a lot of screaming this game. I was actually relatively calm. Like, nerves weren't calm, but I relatively, let's fucking, I wasn't, the most I did when Moody kicked that last field goal is I beat the shit out of my leg. I said, let's go, but I wasn't a big screamer. That was one of the very few times. I didn't even literally, when they scored that touchdown, because I heard it on the radio first, I looked at the TV to give the game the proper respect that it deserved to see, the play, right? I looked at the TV to watch the final play, closed my phone, shut off my radio, walked back in, when they tied the game, I believe at 16. It was either 16 or 19. I want to say they went to the 9-yard line and didn't get any further. I walked out the play that they got to the 9-yard line. I walked outside because when we scored that touchdown, I was outside. I went back inside because I was like, we've been shutting them down. So I'm going to go back inside on off defense and then just go outside on offense. They marched down the field, and I kept on telling myself, one more play. They got down to, I believe it was the 9-yard line. And then I went outside, and then I stayed outside for the remainder of the game. So that's probably halfway through the fourth quarter-ish, that I started to go outside. I felt that, okay, that's superstition, that's whatever. But I put it onto the offense because how I feel about the defense is that's Patrick Mahomes. You're not going to shut down Patrick Mahomes for 4 quarters of football. Okay?
No.
Like, he was going to do his thing, especially if you don't have Dre Greenlaw, Jair Brown's shoulders halfway out of his socket, whatever's going on with Demo and his elbow. Okay, Patrick Mahomes was going to do his thing. I put it on the offense. 0 points off of turnovers.
Yeah.
You score off of especially that fumble, because they were going to score a touchdown when Pacheco had that fumble. or at least get a field goal. Can we all agree to that? They were getting points out of that drive. He fumbles. I said, that's a fucking championship play. That's the type of shit that flips Super Bowls. Right? Can we all agree? We score a touchdown there, ball game. Ball game. And to not walk away with a field goal. Now, look, it's in the air. How we put it on Kyle, yeah, this one's on Kyle. So what do? You're not going to fire Kyle. Let me ask this, Jason. And I want everybody's comments too. CMC's fumble hurt us. I thought that would have been a huge flip in momentum. Because what did we talk about on Friday, Jason? You take the ball, you score, and you give the defense the confidence to say the worst that can happen is it's back to being a tie ball game, right?
Yep.
That's
kind of
them
on the back foot to begin the game.
And that's CMC fumble. You know what was weird? And I saw what you saw about that Kirk Cousins curse. When CMC
that shit's funny as hell.
That shit is funny as hell. When CMC fumbled, it's so funny that you bring up that curse because I literally thought, I was like, is this going to be the fucking Minnesota game?
Mm.
Is this going to be the Minnesota game? And you know what? Minus the turnover.
Kind of was.
Because did Brock play great? No. Was he going to be Super Bowl MVP? No, it was going to be Juwan Jennings. Because he admitted on that third down play, he was going to Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings would have scored probably the game-winning Super Bowl.
Okay. Yeah, he was open. He had him open.
Yeah. And so Juwan Jennings was going to be Super Bowl MVP.
I don't know. I would have actually voted for Conley.
Being Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention to any of that. So this goes on the offense. But what do? Are we holding on to – is Jed so scarred by what happened with Harbaugh? So we hold on to Kyle too long?
Well, we're not going to get rid of Kyle right now.
No. And I'm not suggesting that. But I'm saying eventually it might be time. And are we going to hold on to Kyle too long? Is Jed so attached to Kyle and the success that he's brought and everything that he's not going to force Kyle to at least make the changes that are necessary? That he's so scared of what's going to be out there for me if it really got to a pushing shoving match where Jed had to put the foot down and say, I'm the owner, you do what I say, right?
But he won't.
Is Jed so scared that Kyle will say, fuck you, right? I'm gone, that he just lets Kyle do whatever he wants? And I just feel so frustrated because how could this man legitimately be the best coach that we've had since Bill Walsh? A better coach than Jim Harbaugh. Offensively, offensive mind. Head coach will argue about that. But offense, right? Let's be real. I mean, maybe not because, of these 2 Super Bowl losses, but I believe that if given the opportunity again, and let's be real, he was more open than Crabtree, that blocked, we score a touchdown. Kyle is going to devise an offensive game plan with the Super Bowl on the line better than 4 fade routes to Crabtree, right? We trust Kyle to be at least better than that. How could this man be probably the best offensive mind we've seen in this franchise since Bill Walsh? But yet only scored 22 points in the Super Bowl. Really 23, but 1 got blocked. And I've seen everybody put this on Jake Moody, and this is not on Jake Moody. Jake
he did have a good.
What is Jake supposed to do when 2 Chiefs players are pushing through the middle of our line scot-free? I mean,
I think that goes back to the fact of no matter what his draft status is going to trump everything when it comes to opinions. And it's something he's going to have to deal with his entire career that he's here. His draft status, if he misses anything.
Yeah. Anything short of Jake Moody, anything short of that field goal being the game-winning field goal of the Super Bowl. I'm saying, everybody, Jake Moody's God, if that was the game. Think about it. The man did nothing different. Nothing.
Yeah.
Losing that Super Bowl, that last drive was not on him. He kicked the game-winning field goal for the Super Bowl, for a championship, if our defense gets off the field.
Yeah.
Right? Man did nothing different. Yet the narrative about him is completely different coming out of that game. But I will say this. Everybody's saying that 1 point made the difference. The Chiefs don't kick those game-tying field goals. If each field goal that they kicked that tied the game, they go for it on 4th down each of those times, especially the last one, because it literally would have been, they would have had to, field goal wouldn't have done shit. To stop on 4th down, but can you look me in the eye right now, Jason, and tell me that you were fully confident that the last drive of regulation, when they kicked the game-tying field goal, we were up by 4, so they have to go for a touchdown. You can look me in the eye and say you have 100% confidence that the defense gets that stop on 4th down. 100% confidence.
With the money that we've invested in the defense, we should.
We should. Yes. I fully believe. Defense get it done. D-line get it done. 1 play away from it. Can't look with 100% confidence and say no. And say yes. We can't. That they would have not got that touchdown. And guess what? Instead of battling through overtime, we lose the game. Right then and there. Which ultimately doesn't matter because lost. What does it matter? We lost in the 4th quarter. We lost in overtime. We lost. You know what I'm saying? But
a loss is a loss. Is a loss.
A loss is a loss is a loss. Like Jerry said, we lost. Ultimately, you know what I feel like right now? I feel like the Cincinnati Bengal fans must have felt in 1981 and 1988 when they're like, we would have Super Bowl champions if we simply just didn't play Joe Montana. We would probably have a Super Bowl championship right now, Jason, if we simply just didn't play Patrick Mahomes. Is that going to be the difference?
Best team in the league lost to the best player in the league, because that's what it is. We lost.
Yeah.
We had the better team both years, top to bottom. We had the best team,
better roster,
no doubt. We just lost to the best player in the league.
Yes, while making mistakes on our own.
Yeah.
You get some injuries.
We could have had him.
So look, I've had people ask me, is it rigged?
No, it's not.
At the end of the day, fuck it. Would it surprise me? No. I'm not going to say that it is.
It's not.
Am I going to say that it's clear that the NFL wanted the Chiefs to win? Yes. I believe if you put a gun to Roger Goodell's head and said, what did you want the storyline being coming out of this game is that Taylor Swift's boyfriend's a champion and battled back and they got to show her going crazy in the suite and all that, or the Niners win their 6th Super Bowl. I don't believe it's rigged. But if you tell me, look, do I believe that the NFL purposely put the Niners on the shitty practice field? No, I don't believe that. I believe it was
piss poor management.
I believe it was set up poorly, but I don't put this on the Niners. Do I believe that fire alarm was an accident? No. Now,
especially
that's
legitly,
I will say this right now. Jake Moody did have a record for a minute. I will say this now. If we lost the Super Bowl because of a fire alarm, we really have serious issues on this roster. If that's the reason why we lost the Super Bowl, because a fire alarm went off on like Monday before the Super Bowl, that's why we lost. Come on, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I think someone was just being funny with that bullshit because the last time we were in the Super Bowl.
Whatever. So yeah, ultimately, is the story of the Kyle Shanahan era going to be could have won Super Bowls if he didn't play Patrick Mahomes, who's probably going to be the greatest quarterback post Tom Brady. I think we could say that Patrick Mahomes is going to be the next, great quarterback of this generation.
I don't think it's a fact he is the best in this generation.
Yeah. Ultimately, is that what's going to be the Kyle Shanahan effect? I mean, no, I would hope not, because ultimately, as we remove ourselves from this game and we start to slowly wrap this show up, we still have Debo. We'll see what happens with BA. Ultimately, he's either traded or a new contract. I mean, I don't see him playing on the 50-year option.
You think he'll sit?
No, because that doesn't look like the character of BA. Now, maybe we don't know what happened in the seats. Maybe he really truly feels like we don't know how. We always assume a lot about BA, but we don't know how he really truly feels about three catches in the Super Bowl. Now, Guy Haberman did the stats, and he was targeted 20 times. If you break the numbers of what he was targeted in the playoffs, because he had 3 catches in each game, he got targeted about the same amount he did in the regular season.
Mm-hmm.
So it averaged. So he got thrown to the most. Now, why he didn't catch those ball, we can go to each individual play, and break that down. But another thing I got from this press conference, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this, but I'm surprised, is they believe in Brock, because I don't know if John Lynch let this slip or whatever, but he said there's a player that is going to be due big money that we can't negotiate because the CBA won't allow us to. The only player I can think of that is Brock. So we know Brock's our quarterback going forward. So any rumors you hear about Kirk Cousins and all that, literally keeping the nucleus of this team together is dependent on Brock being here next year. Right?
Yeah, I think
it's dependent on Brock's contract being cheap as possible for as long as possible. Right?
Those rumors were legitimate last offseason, because we still didn't know, between him being with him not knowing how he's going to be coming back, whether or not how they felt about Trey, which is kind of obvious. We know how they felt about Trey now. The rumors for Tom Brady or Kirk Cousins or any of that, they all had some merit behind it. This offseason, I think all that shifts over to, like you say, to BA. As far as a trade value or anything like that, because Brock's not going anywhere for a long time.
No.
Love him or hate him, he's going to be here for a minute.
Yeah, until we can get upgraded.
Yeah.
And
but it's hard to upgrade someone who is top of the NFL in most categories.
Exactly. I mean, I
until
think
the Avengers fall off and he can't carry it anymore.
I think over the course, what we saw over the course of, what we saw of Brock last year, and of course this year, and if you want a silver lining, going into next year, I remember you and me talking about. Man, I would have got a fucking Juwan Jennings fucking jersey, because we would have instantly I instantly would have put that on the shop through the affiliate link. Like, yes, people are going to be buying Juwan Jennings jerseys.
It's not that I didn't have belief in Jennings. It's just I didn't think he could play up to how good Kendrick Bourne did at times, and he is far outperformed Kendrick Bourne in every sort of way.
Yeah, I think he might be playing in his way of, look, we can't have an offseason offensively where Juwan Jennings and BA both are not on this team.
No,
right? Can we agree to
Jennings
that?
isn't going anywhere to either.
I pray I pray. I just tell me how it looks. Tell me how it looks. Juwan Jennings, BA being on this team. Who do we get rid of at that point? I mean, you and I have said it, and I guess we could say it. What are you putting up the odds Eric Armstead retires?
I think it's probably 60-40 right now.
I'm thinking that 60-40. I think it would have been 90%. We won.
Yeah, I think put money on 90.
I think this is a lot to do with one more for the Gipper. Give him his 10th season. He'll now be on the 10-year wall. He'll have his 10th season in red and gold. But I don't see Eric Armstead for long. Maybe next year. But
we'll see if there's anything he can do to heal up. But with that, there's not much you can do with it.
I mean, it's like I said with D Ford's back, which I wanted to be so wrong. Me and the man had the same birthday. I loved D Ford. Man played the guitar. You know what I mean? I love D Ford, but backs don't get better; they only get worse.
Yeah.
This is the type of injury that doesn't get better; it only gets worse. So,
excuse me.
Kim's thinking 70-30.
I mean, it's not that far off from what we were saying. So,
yeah, I mean 70-30. So I think that we all are on the same page. That we agree, that Eric Armstead's leaning probably more towards retirement than not.
We'll see.
So
we got he'll take a few weeks off. He'll rest.
Get surgery.
Get surgery. Like I said, he'll feel better for a week or two, or depending, we'll see how it goes, week 7, 8, 9 next week when he's been playing on it, and stuff like that. Then we'll see how he really feels. But right now, he's probably, I'm beat up, I'm hurt. Let me go home, relax, and he'll feel better.
That my thing about, and that's the thing about this, because at this point, we cannot pencil Eric Armstead in for 17 games.
No.
So
he almost needs to move to a rotation piece and have someone else start.
Yeah, right. I don't expect big free agency moves.
No.
I don't. I think John Lynch in the presser today pretty much referred several times of the draft being critical. I think the team's going to start to look to get a little younger.
Yeah, we're like the third oldest team in the league right now, which sounds
something
weird.
Like that. Yeah. Doesn't really feel like that, but
No, it doesn't. Like, you were thinking, like, damn, these guys are not that old, but some of these guys, they're old.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
It's Gibson with Trent.
Basically,
they're pushing that average up really high.
Getting Huff, getting Jair. I mean, there's some reasons to be optimistic about the future. Let's get through free agency. Let's get through free agency. Which shit, it's a month away from today, so we're officially a month away from season 8.
And you see the post I put up who we got for free agents?
Yeah, you know what? Let me go through this too. Before we forget this, let team award recipients. Len Eschmont won the Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy won the Les Eschmont Award. Bill Walsh Award went to Christian McCaffrey. Bob McKittrick Award went to Colton McKivitz. Matt Hazeltine Ironman Award went to Fred Warner. Thomas Haran Memorial Award went to Jair Brown. Ed Bach Courage Award went to Javon Kinlaw, who I thought Javon Kinlaw played I won't say a great game, but he played
he played okay
game. Yeah, he made some plays. He made some plays. He was what you would say a good game from a rotational D lineman was. Yeah. Perry Unity Award, George Kittle, Community Service Awards go to Curtis Robinson and Ilm Manning.
There you go, Elon.
And Kittlecorn was a salute to service award winner, award nominee. Eric Armstead, Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, and Gary Niver Award. It was Nick Bosa,
which is funny because the Gary Niver Award is for the guy that like interacts with the media.
Yeah,
the
with
most.
the media and stuff.
And I was just like, wait a minute, why is Nick Bosa?
Nick Bosa does not give a great press conference.
Yeah,
we all know that he does not. He does not give great press conference. He's on there because he's Nick Bosa and he's one of the faces of the franchises. That's why he gives press conferences. Yeah, and to his credit, he's working on it. Yeah. He's working on it, and he's trying to,
he's moved up to 3 words an answer now.
Yeah, he's trying. He's trying. What else do we have here? Niners have announced they have signed the following 9 free agents: Sebastian Gutierrez, Kerman Hall, Eric Harris, Taylor Hawkins, Tay Martin, Sam. I'm not even going to try that last name. Curtis Robinson, Jake Toggs, and Spencer Waggy,
aka the practice squad.
So practice squad's set for at least right now. And lastly, opponents are officially set. Home games. Obviously, y'all know the divisional opponents. We got Bears, Lions. That's going to be a good one. I'm excited for that one. Jets coming in, Patriots coming in. Oh, we do play the Chiefs. I thought we didn't play the Chiefs next year.
We're playing the Chiefs at home. That's going to be a big one.
Ooh. I'm so glad your boys got season tickets. And, of course, the Cry Girls. And then road games, we've got Green Bay, which is going to be, we'll talk about Green Bay, Miami, maybe both.
Oh, I haven't posted the free agent one. I was saving that for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And
I had to save some of the stuff for tomorrow.
Got to keep something, make them wanting more. We go to Green Bay, Minnesota. That's going to be interesting. Miami, Buffalo, and
welcome to Miami.
Yeah.
Maybe that one's back on.
Yeah, that's where we stand. Jason, I ain't gonna lie. I don't ever want to end a season like this ever again.
It was a fun season.
Yeah,
it wasn't a success. It was a fun season, but it wasn't a successful season. Anyway, obviously, anything less than the Super Bowl is unacceptable. I don't think this team needs a complete rebuild.
No.
But the only way I can describe what I think it needs is to pull up something I was working on the other day in Canva. This is what this team needs. It needs a redesign, a rebuild, and a reclaim.
Basically, you either get better or you get worse. And I think now that we can officially say the 2023 season is over, there are some areas that this team can get better.
Yeah. So we'll redesign it, just like the thing says. Then through free agency, I'm sure they'll take a few weeks off. They'll sit down. They'll draw out some sort of a plan outline of what this team needs to look like. Then through free agency and the draft, they will rebuild it. And then next year we go back out in the field to reclaim our head spot, the head of the table.
Yep. Let's get it done.
Rebuild,
let's be here a year from now, right?
It'll be a year. I want to be in a year from now. I'm hoping to be down there, kind of thing.
No, yeah. Obviously, let's. How about this? A year from now, we'll be watching the game together, bro. Because it'll be a year from now, I believe. Double check. It's a leap year this year, but
well, it is. Yeah, this year is a leap year.
So it would be 2nd February, the 9th. Sorry. So we're
a couple days away.
Less than a year. 4 days less than a year. We'll be watching this game together.
And then next year it's what, in New Orleans?
I actually don't know. I've been so focused on Super Bowl.
I think it's in New Orleans next year.
Super Bowl 59. And for once, we'll actually
It's going to be at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans.
New Orleans. I ain't gonna lie. I told Bubby, my goal is to be at that Super Bowl. But maybe we gotta have a Super Bowl. Maybe we gotta have a Super Bowl in fucking Detroit, bro. Maybe that's how we bring the Quest to 6. It's just gotta start, and we gotta go through. You know what I'm saying?
Go through everybody else.
I'm just trying to think of fucking reasons. Like, I'm just trying to think of ways, bro. I don't know, because I looked at Bubby. I said, I literally don't know what else to do, babe. I did everything. I didn't watch the game with her. I ain't gonna lie. When you said they'll be singing songs in Valhalla about you, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That gassed me up. That gassed me up, Jason. That's exactly what I needed to hear, bro. Because I was like, yes, my sacrifice will be rewarded.
I'll be sitting with my big cup of mead, and this is for TJ.
Yes. And bro, just to let y'all know, I got zilch pussy the rest of the week. And then my girl, like literally, after I'm crying in her arms, I'm a wreck. You know what I'm saying? Probably the worst my girls ever see me. Maybe not as bad as last year, because last year I was drunk. You know what I'm saying? This time I wasn't. I stayed, besides weed, I stayed completely sober during the game. I feel that helps me focus as far as, Mr. Podcaster. But sometimes it's hard to resist. But anyway, after all that, she looks at me and she goes, Bub, I got some unfortunate news. She goes, what? She goes, I started my period today. And I just said, are you fucking serious? I was like, bruh. Like, that literally, I've had some shitty days in my life, bro. That one ranked up there. Like, literally just I was like, you know what? This week's just going to suck. I'm going to accept it. This has to be this week. I don't know, Jason. All I could really pretty much say to y'all, or any final words, bro? I'll say mine for after, Jason.
It sucked. It's over now. Looking forward towards next season, both for this show in itself and for the team. Got a lot of good stuff headed down the pipe. I know you've been talking to Christian. Christian texted me a few times today. So hopefully here shortly, we'll be able to start showing everything to everybody for what we've got coming up. And like I said, hopefully it just leads to bigger and better things, for everything, both for us on this show and for the Niners.
Couldn't have said it better. Before I get you off for a second and wrap up, and then we'll chat for a little bit. I want to say, bro, no homo or anything, bro, but honestly, one of my favorite parts of this season was doing the shows with you, bro. I gotta say,
it's therapy for me at times.
Bro, you don't know how bad I needed this. I didn't want to do it. I was dreading it and everything, but honestly, bro, faithful listeners and everything that are here every week, y'all don't know how much y'all help me through this, because I'm an emotional person, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's been times Jason's got to talk me off of a ledge. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't know some of the conversations Jason and I had off air.
And sometimes I want to kick you off that ledge.
Yeah, for real. So look, bro. Honestly, it's not easy dealing with me. And you do it every week. And fucking, let's be real, twice a week this year.
Twice during the season.
Yeah, for a lot of it, brother. So, look, obviously, wanted you here, bro. Wanted you sleeping on that bed right there. Yep.
That sounds a little homo.
That's how I ain't gonna lie. That did sound a little homo. Bottle of tequila. For us, all that. I hear Bubby home right now and everything.
What up, Steve-O?
So,
you came in the wrong time in this conversation.
Yeah, for real. All right, bro. I'll see you in a sec. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Before we go ahead and get up out of here, I just want to say thank y'all so much. Every single one of y'all who have tuned in every week. Y'all make my dreams possible. I'm not gonna lie. Since I was a little kid, bro, I've dreamt about talking about my football team. And y'all make that possible. It hurts. You know, it hurts a lot. But I'm glad that I have Safam, I consider, you know, not her family, to hurt with me. All right, y'all. Before we get out of here, we're gonna go ahead and say, as usual, help out Niner Faithful Radio by checking our affiliate link in the description. Link is available or in the description of this video or podcast. Go to SeatGiant.com, use the promo code Niner Faithful Radio, save on all theater, concert, and sporting event tickets, as well as help out the show. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr at Niner Faithful Radio, and TikTok, Niner Faithful Radio, Twitter at Niner Faithful R. To see everywhere you can subscribe to the show, go ahead and visit NinerFaithfulRadio.com/.com. Go make sure, use our tip jar now. That is active. Our portal is active. I wasn't able to get to the email that had the portal invite, but we're going to invite people into our portal. We'll explain next year as we do our 2023 recap and officially start to give y'all more of an idea of what's going to come in 2024. And thank y'all for tuning in. We got one more show in season 7. We'll go ahead and see y'all next week. Same faithful time, same faithful channel. Till then, please remember, San Francisco 49ers don't always lose a game. But when we do, still the best team in NFL history. Stay faithful, my friends.